In the early 90s, while most of the world was still figuring out the internet, Jeff Bezos saw something others didn't, an opportunity to change the way we shop forever. The idea? Build an online store that sold books, yes, but with a selection so vast, it would make traditional bookstores seem tiny. Enter Amazon. Hello, I'm Sarah. I'm on a mission to uncover the most inspiring stories of entrepreneurship that have shaped our modern world. And one of those stories belongs to Jeff Bezos and the birth of Amazon. Now, as someone who's spent countless hours researching and analyzing startup success stories, I think I'm qualified to take you on this journey. So, buckle up as we dive into the humble beginnings of what would become one of the world's most valuable companies. You know, when I first started looking into Amazon's origin story, I was struck by how audacious Bezos' vision was. I mean, imagine telling someone in 1994 that you were going to sell books on this thing called the internet. They'd probably look at you like you just said you were going to sell ice to Eskimos. But that's exactly what Bezos did. He saw the potential of e-commerce when it was still in its infancy. Bezos wasn't just creating a company, he was building an empire. Even in those humble beginnings, he was obsessed with one thing: the customer experience. Every decision, every challenge, every innovation was focused on serving the customer better than anyone else. It's like he had a crystal ball, foreseeing a future where we'd all be clicking by now from the comfort of our homes. Now let's talk about why Bezos chose books. It wasn't because he was a bookworm. No, it was a strategic decision. Books were the perfect product to start with. Why? Well, there are millions of different titles out there, way more than any physical bookstore could ever stock. Plus, books are easy to ship, don't spoil, and people generally know what they're getting. It was like the Goldilocks of products for an online store. Just right. But here's the kicker. Jeff Bezos didn't start in a fancy office or boardroom. He didn't even have a big team or massive funding. He started in a garage working with a handful of people, packing books by hand. It was a bold move. He left a high-paying job, taking a massive risk, betting on the future of e-commerce, and it wasn't guaranteed to succeed. Imagine this. It's 1994, and Bezos is working at a cushy job on Wall Street. He's doing well, climbing the corporate ladder. But then he stumbles upon a statistic that changes everything. The internet was growing at 2,300% per year. That's when the light bulb went off. He saw the future, and it was online. So what does he do? He doesn't just dip his toes in the water. No, he dives in head first. He quits his job, packs up, and moves to Seattle. Why Seattle? Well, it was close to a big book distributor, and Washington had a small population, which meant fewer people to charge sales tax to. See. Even then, Bezos was thinking 10 steps ahead. Now, starting a business is never easy, but starting an online business in 1994, it's like trying to explain TikTok to your great-grandparents. Bezos needed money, and he needed it fast, so he turned to the people who knew him best, his family and friends. He managed to raise about $1 million from about 20 investors, with his parents chipping in a significant amount. But here's the thing. It wasn't an easy sell. Many people thought he was crazy. An online bookstore? He was going to buy books without seeing them first? But Bezos had this infectious enthusiasm. He could see the future, and he made others see it too. It's like he had some sort of entrepreneurial superpower. With some funding secured, Bezos got to work. And by got to work, I mean he rolled up his sleeves and started building the Amazon website himself. This wasn't some fancy Silicon Valley startup with a team of developers. This was Bezos in his garage coding away. The first version of the site was basic, to say the least, but it worked. You could browse books, read reviews, and place orders. It was revolutionary for its time. From day one, Bezos was laser-focused on the customer. He wanted Amazon to be the Earth's most customer-centric company. This wasn't just a catchy slogan. It was a core principle that guided every decision. He believed that if you did what was right for the customer, everything else would fall into place. Boy, was he right. Picture this. Bezos and a small team working out of his garage in Bellevue, Washington. And they're not just running a website. They're packing and shipping every order themselves. When an order came in, a bell would ring, and everyone would rush to pack the book and get it out the door. It was hands-on. It was exhausting, but it was also exhilarating. They were building something big, one book at a time. As orders started pouring in, the garage quickly became too small. By 1995, Amazon had shipped its first book, Fluid Concepts and Creative Analogies, Computer Models of the Fundamental Mechanisms of Thought by Douglas Hofstadter. I know, not exactly a bestseller, but it was a start. Soon, they moved to a small warehouse and then a bigger one. The company was growing faster than anyone had anticipated. The real turning point came when Amazon was featured in a Wall Street Journal article. Suddenly, orders exploded. It was like someone had opened the floodgates. The team was working around the clock to keep up with demand. It was chaos, but the good kind of chaos. The kind that says, hey, we might be onto something big here. But Bezos wasn't content with just being an online bookstore. He had bigger plans, much bigger. He started expanding into other products, CDs, DVDs, toys. If it could be sold, Bezos wanted to sell it on Amazon. This relentless drive for innovation and expansion became a hallmark of Amazon's culture. Bezos introduced the concept of Day One at Amazon. The idea was simple. Always operate as if it's the first day of your business. Stay hungry, stay foolish, as Steve Jobs would say. This mentality kept Amazon agile and innovative, even as it grew into a behemoth. Amazon's ambitions didn't stop at e-commerce. Bezos pushed the company into cloud computing with Amazon Web Services, revolutionized reading with the Kindle, and changed how we watch TV with Amazon Prime Video. It was like he had a playbook for disrupting entire industries. Throughout all of this growth and expansion, Bezos remained focused on the long game. When investors grumbled about lack of profits in the early years, Bezos stood firm. He believed in reinvesting in the company, in building something truly massive and enduring. And time proved him right. Amazon became not just profitable, but one of the most valuable companies in the world. Amazon's journey from a humble garage to global dominance is a testament to Bezos' vision, risk-taking, and relentless drive. It's a story that shows how starting small and staying focused on long-term goals can lead to unprecedented success. It's the ultimate garage startup story, a reminder that even the biggest empires can start in the smallest of places. Well, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Amazon's incredible journey. Have you ever ordered something from Amazon and thought about its humble beginnings? Or maybe you have your own garage startup story to share. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of e-commerce pioneers, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on more inspiring entrepreneurial tales. Big thanks to my patrons for literally making this video happen. If you'd like to support the channel and help me keep uncovering these amazing stories of business innovation, you know what to do. Till next time, keep dreaming big, and remember, every empire starts with a single step, or in this case, a single click. Goodbye.